I'm Krista Wax. You are listening to MSP Sound on KFAI, and I have Sarah Morris via Zoom. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So glad you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, absolutely. So excited. We're here to talk about your brand new EP, Between Here and There.
Yes. No, I just picked up the CDs, and if I was pro, I'd have one to show you, but they're in the other room. So that's
it's a mystery. Yes.
It's a mystery. But I did I caved and got like a few physical copies after I was like, no, I'm going to be of the digital age. And they only want streaming. And it's like, I still want a CD.
We still like those CDs. I know there's something so fun about having a CD still.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure it's hard to let that go, but we're here. I love it. Okay, so your new EP,
yes,
recorded during quarantine.
It's true. It's very COVID friendly, I guess, in that everything was recorded socially distant. You know, it was kind of a serendipitous accident. Like I released an album last February, so it wasn't like necessarily time or anything, but I had these songs and everybody I knew and loved was getting their own home recording equipment, and so it kind of started with oh, Lars, my piano player, or my drummer, but he also plays piano. I was like, you just got recording equipment. Did you want to try it out on this song that I wrote? And so he did. And he sent me back these tracks. And I was like, this is really great. I'm going to go sing on this. And then it kind of snowballed from there. I just kept having these little moments with people who I love and would love to collaborate with, where it was like, hey, well, would you take this song and try this thing with it? And once I got 2 songs kind of in that way, I was like, well, let's be intentional now and make it a thing. So yeah.
I like it. Yes, that is pure COVID protocols. Like, you can't get more COVID recording friendly than that.
Make it up as you go along. Never be in the same room as someone. Don't really know what you're doing when you're doing it, but then afterwards being like, oh, that was a thing. That's all part of it. Sometimes wearing pajama pants. That's another thing I like. It's all part of it.
It's amazing. I really enjoy this EP. I think it's so beautifully done, and I don't want to say it's going to come out wrong, so bear with me. It's very simplistic, beautifully simplistic. Can I just add some extra adjectives to make it sound better? I'm like,
no, thank you. That's wonderful. I like simplistic. I will take that. It is, each song's a duet. So that's like the crux of what happened, was each song is a 2-person project. 3, let's count Eric, the engineer, who put everything together, at the end, but and recorded all my vocals. But each song was really like a conversation with me and one other person. And so there should be that element of simplicity. I've got one song that's me and Andrew, who's generally my bass player, and he plays bass and drums, or bass and guitar. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do. He plays bass and guitar on his track. And then one is with Jillian Ray, who, I know, we could have a whole episode with making those heart.
Yes.
And that's, really felt like a conversation with Jillian and I, and then one with Lars that I mentioned, and then one with my friend Graham. So there was, I feel like one of the things that we keep learning is you can be simple, just let it be what it is, right? And that's kind of what I wanted with these songs and with this thing. Let it just be what it is. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big release, but I wanted to share it, so locally I am, which is cool.
Yes. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I love your version of Hold Me Now. Tops of Twins. I don't know why I sang that, but it was.
Why not sing it? Yes.
Tops of Twins. It's very exciting. It's very beautiful. It's a great rendition. How did you pick that? I mean, of all the songs.
Yeah. So Graham Bramblett used to live here in the Twin Cities for like 10 years, and he recently moved back to Nashville. But when he lived here, he and I are in the same songwriter group. And I was doing Toilet Tunes at the time. So Toilet Tunes is one of my YouTube series where I did like 4 years of it, where monthly or every other week sometimes I would invite a local artist from Twin Cities scene, sometimes national, but mostly like kept it down home, and to come into my big green bathroom, which is I said what it is. It's a big green bathroom, and it has wonderful acoustics. And so the deal with Toilet Tunes is the artist would come in, we would practice a song for as little as possible, and then a cover song, and then we would record it in my bathroom and put it on Facebook right away. And sometimes people would be like, "Oh, you're really putting it on Facebook right away?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's no bells and whistles here. It goes right there." So when Graham was a guest on Toilet Tunes, we did Hold Me Now. At the time, it was like 2018, and he suggested that song, and I was like, "Yeah, that's a great song." And we had such a good time singing it in my bathroom. And so actually that one was started to be dreamt up before COVID, because we thought he was coming to visit in June-ish. And so I was like, let's record that. That's such a beautiful song, and we could really do a nice job. It would be fun to have like just a single to put out that's a cover. And then it became clear he wasn't going to visit because COVID. And so once I had the Jillian song going and the Lars song going, I was like, well, could you just record your part at your house? Because maybe that's all we need to do. We never envisioned anything more than just guitar and vocals anyways. Like, we'd kind of always seen it that way. Although if you watch the Toilet Tunes, I'm playing glockenspiel. We didn't want the glockenspiel on there. But yeah, so that was kind of how that went. And it didn't even occur to me, but it does have some good COVID feelings, like we want to be held. We don't get to hold our people. I mean, there's like a poignancy to the lyric that I think I feel more now than I would have had we done it, at a different time.
I know, I feel like that is just like such a perfect song for what's going on, because this past year it's just been just very intense, and that is it really captures, I think, just the moment in time that we're in. The whole album does as well. Like, just you can feel it. You can just feel it.
Well, going back to your like simplistic idea, like Hold Me Now is just such a bare bones, like vulnerable request, right? Like, please, like I need that, And it also, as soon as it's, safe again, like I'm ready to like give everyone I know the longest, most awkward hug that's ever happened. Like, are people staring at us? That's cool, because I'm still hugging you. Like, best friend that I haven't seen, in a year and a half, just get ready for a long, long, long hug.
I love it. I know. I can't wait to hug my people too. Like, it's just going to be, I think we're all going to be doing long, awkward hugs. It's just, no one's going to be looking, because we'll all be hugging each other.
It's like, too busy. I'm too busy over here.
Yeah.
I can't count what you're doing, because I'm just too busy. I've been practicing. This looks like when you're in middle school and you're like trying to, this is what it's like when I'm kissing the guy.
Yeah.
Sorry for people who are just listening to the audio, but I'm sure you can imagine.
Check out the YouTube.
Right?
Yes. I know. I had to get in. I wanted to do it too.
Sure.
Well, so you're bringing Toilet Tunes, and so we're actually in. And so if everyone wants to see a different room that Sarah Morris has in her home, now is the time to check out this YouTube video, because we are actually we're not in her toilet. I was kind of hoping for, but I understand scheduling issues.
Yes.
The bathroom.
It's being used as a shower, like a place where people actually go take a shower. Can you believe it? It's like a music venue. It's a recording studio, and it's someplace people actually do use it for restroom purposes, Also just where I escape sometimes and pretend to brush my teeth for 30 minutes so I can finish the book that's due at the library. That's another thing I use it for.
I love it. Very multi-purpose room. That is incredible. I thought my living room space was used for a lot of things, but you got that bad. So when you, how did you find out about, we're going to get you a little deep dive on this bathroom for a second.
Yeah.
How did you find out that this was a perfect acoustic? Did you move into the place knowing this bathroom was this incredible? Did you create it this way so that it has great acoustics? I mean, okay.
No, I didn't. I mean, I like so bathrooms as a rule are acoustically sound, like especially showers, right? There's a reason people sing in the shower. You sound good there. And when we moved in, the bathroom was kind of a dull gray. And also our house is from the early 90s, so there's brass everywhere. And then the rest of that bathroom was white. So it was white, brass, and gray. And there's a lot of gray that had happened in here. And I was like, I asked my husband one day and I was like, I just hate this. Would you be interested in like trying a really bold green? Because that's my favorite color. And I was like, can we get Miami Vice up in here? And he went for it. One day I was so glad. And so it was green first. It was a bathroom that was green. And then I had joined this songwriter group where the part of the job is that you had to make a video of yourself singing your brand new song every week. And when I started that group, I would sing it in this room, which is like our office, and the light's nice in here, but it's a mess. But then as I started to do more of it, the problem with this room is there's no locked doors. Like people can just come in at any time. But the beauty of my bathroom is there are 2 locked doors to get there because it's the bathroom attached to my bedroom. So I can lock the bedroom and I can lock the bathroom. And so that double chamber of safety is why I started singing in there. And then and making my songwriting videos. And then Toilet Tunes kind of came a little bit later. And that was just, I had done a Kickstarter where I'd offered to people that like for a certain level, I'd sing them any cover song they wanted. And one of my dearest friends from high school, Lori Parker, she backed me and she was like, hey, I have a cover that I want you to sing, but I want to sing it with you in your bathroom. And I was like, really? Is that a thing? And so honestly, Toilet Tunes just came out of her saying that, like, and we had so much fun doing that. And then I had another friend say like, hey, can I come sing in your bathroom? And the first like 5 episodes were just people saying, can I do that too? And I was like, yeah, yes. And it was just, it's so much fun. So much about music is fun, right? But there's like also lots of this that is work because you're trying to promote something or you're, like you get to do the thing you love and then also you do some hustle around it to get it out there. But Toilet Tunes was just like, can I just be goofy and sing with someone? And so that was a joy, and over time it developed into a great excuse to like, sometimes I'd meet people for the first time when they showed up to sing at my house in my bathroom, which, that's at one point would have sounded absurd to me. But now it's like, I would give anything to have a person I've never met before be like, it's time, we're singing in your bathroom. Okay, here we go. That day will come.
It will. I can't wait for it to come back again. That is, I love that. It's so fun. What I think was it not obviously not this past holiday, but in the before the holidays where you had just a huge group of people and you're all singing. I mean, I felt like I was playing bingo. I was like, oh, that's so and so and so and so and so and so. But I didn't count how many people were in the bathroom at that time.
We've gotten 13 and a baby twice. So like 13 and a quarter. And that show was always fun because I would make like cheese balls and bourbon balls. I made like a thing where I was like, everything's gonna be ball shaped. And it was like cocktail meatballs, cheese balls, bourbon balls. And then we'll all sing in the bathroom together and it'll be a great time. And it was. Yeah.
That was like a lot of fun. I wish I could sing.
You could come. You don't have to You could just come for the party. It'll be
Okay,
good.
oh, great. I cannot wait. I can't wait to check out this bathroom. But so another thing you do in your bathroom is things I never think I'd say for.
I know.
Another thing you do in the bathroom that's not quite bathroom related, you're doing a YouTube show, another one.
Yeah.
A video one with well, how about you tell me about it, because I'm stumbling here. I'm still stumbling over the other thing you do in your bathroom.
I know. It's I say things like that so much now that I'm just like immune to immune to it. But yes, the other thing I do in my bathroom, there's a lot of business, is it's called Hey, I Miss You. And I started this January 1st, and actually started it with Graham Bramblett. And it's a show where I meet people in the digital sphere, very much like this, where we do split screen interviews. And I wanted to do a show where I just listened and I just fanned, and so it tends to be like 25 to 30 minutes. I tell them I miss them, which is super true with each person, and I sing a little theme song, and then they sing me a song. I ask them a few questions. They sing me another song. It's really been like a total love fest, and it airs Friday at noon on YouTube. So that's kind of fun because I do pre-record it, but I don't edit it. So it's live. But then on Fridays at noon, I get to sit and watch it and do the chat with people, which is really fun. So there's been like a couple people from like the Netherlands who show up every week and chat with me. And like, that's great. Maybe no one else is there. I don't know, but I like those people. And it's just been a great opportunity to see people that I like wouldn't even get to do Toilet Tunes with because they live in Texas or they live in Nashville. I've had 2 people from Nashville, 2 people from Texas, and I had a person from Portugal. So it's been a really good chance to kind of catch up with all sorts of people. And then lots of Minnesota locals also, So, yeah.
Very fun. Yeah, I'm so grateful for Zoom that we can still like meet here, and you're finding the joys of Zoom as well, or whatever platform.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like yes, I feel like you can find joy in it, right? Like there's totally Zoom fatigue is a thing also, but there is something about, I don't know, people knowing that that's magical. I would not have had that excuse. Like I didn't even know what Zoom was, but now because I miss people just enough to come up with a new idea about it. Yeah.
I love it. That's fantastic. So I have to circle. Well, I mean, we have circle the drain. I don't know how it works. Yeah. Back to bathrooms again. So I've thought about your bathroom. That sounds so weird too. I think just this whole interview feels like things I never thought I would say. Hey, Sarah, I've been thinking about your bathroom. But it is beautiful and looks amazing. But I always remember growing up, they had a great aunt in International Falls who had this huge bathroom, which I loved.
Yes.
We weren't doing like a bathtub, but we were like brought our toys and just like played on the floor. And I hope there is I don't remember if there was another bathroom in that place or not. I can't remember if we got ushered out with all of us kids, if they're like, come on out, we need to use the bathroom for bathroom purposes. Please step out. But I just had so much fun in there. And I hadn't thought about that bathroom in years until like we're getting ready to chat. And I thought, oh my gosh, her bathroom, that bathroom. They're really cool bathrooms.
I have always loved bathrooms. When I was a little girl, I used to like anytime we were on a road trip, I would beg my mom we went to the bathroom all the time because I was so obsessed with seeing other bathrooms. And part of this comes from so I grew up in Falcon Heights, which is a suburb of Roseville and Minnesota. And in Roseville, we had Harmar Mall. Oh. And at Harmar Mall, it had 2 movie theaters, and Big Harmar, it was Harmar 1, 2, 3. The magic of going there was, 1, the screens were larger, the theater was larger, but also when you would go to the bathroom, every bathroom was an individual stall with its individual sink, and they were brightly colored like M&Ms, but there was also a black one, which we don't have black M&Ms, but like it was essentially M&Ms with sinks and mirrors, and there was just this like, and floor to ceiling. That makes me think of the Seinfeld episode where George gets super like, why aren't doors floor to ceilings in bathrooms? But in Harmar, there it was like everything you could ever dream about. And as a little kid, I was like, we have our own sink in this bathroom. Like that was so amazing. And I remember we went to Florida. We drove to Florida at one point, and like I was in second grade, and there was a place we went to lunch, and it was bathrooms where each bathroom had its own sink. And I was just like, there's nothing cooler than this. Like, this is all I want in life. So the seeds for bathroom obsession started way early, and I could not have known where they would land me, because also in COVID, like I've done tons of live streams from my bathroom. So it's been like a legit venue. Sometimes I've opened my live streams with a cocktail hour where I've like made cocktails. And so it's also been a bar, and it's also been a recording studio. I've recorded harmony vocals for 3 different people that have like gone on albums that they're putting out or singles. So it's busy.
I love that. I never thought, I wonder if I have a bathroom obsession now. I am a little obsessed with yours. I
Yeah.
love those Harmar bathrooms in
The
the movie
best.
theater. Those were so cool. That was classy. That was everything as a child going. I had forgotten about those bathrooms until you brought them up, and oh, what memories. I mean,
I
that was,
think Ice House has a really great bathroom. Have you ever been to Ice House?
yes.
They have a really great bathroom because they also have that mystery of the like middle space that like there's this extra sink situation, and who knows why. It's like
You're like, am I in the right spot?
there was a sink in that other room, but here's another sink, and I don't know what's happening. And who needs to know? Like,
Use both sinks.
use them all. I mean, yes, let's wash our hands even more. I'm down with that.
Keep the hand washing going. Oh my goodness. My bathroom here is not very exciting, and I'm a little bummed. I feel like I need to I'm missing out, and I do feel like I am looking at places to move to. And before actually we had this conversation, I am looking at those bathrooms because somebody explained, like, I'm looking for an apartment, and like somebody wrote I found this the weirdest description. They said this is a sexy bathroom. And I looked at that bathroom photo, and I don't know what a sexy bathroom looks like, but it's not this. But I've never heard a description like that before.
I feel like that would be something you'd know when you'd see it. Maybe like, oh, I didn't believe in the sexy bathroom until I saw you. You were just a unicorn, a mythical creature, but here you are, sexy bathroom. Maybe. I'm trying to think. I'm going to sit with that one.
I know, right? Yeah, just get back to me on that. Let's.
I think at an apartment that would be hard to come. I could see a restaurant like or a super hip club like pulling off because they put a ton of money into their sexy bathroom. But I feel like an apartment's unlikely to make that promise a reality.
Not unless it's like a penthouse, and that's kind of out of my. That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
but
you got to make your own sexy bathroom.
Yeah, and maybe that's what they meant. They might make it your own sexy bathroom. I still don't know what that means, but I will work on that.
Can that be the tagline for this episode? Make it your own sexy bathroom.
Yeah.
I think it should.
Definitely. Sarah, it's been a pleasure talking so much about bathrooms with you. I didn't know this would be such a hot topic, and sexy bathrooms. I never thought that would come up either. These.
We just went with it. Should we talk about music? Am I supposed
to? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go back to that. So where can people get your EP? So you have some CDs, physical.
I do have some CDs. Yes. So my website, sarahmorrismusic.com, there's a store there, and then also Bandcamp. So that's where you can get the physical copies. You can stream it 500 times in a row at any of the streaming sites. I made sure that it's at Spotify and Apple and Deezer and Tidal, and I think it's on TikTok. I don't know what that means. Like it's on all the places. And also it's playing at a fair amount of the radio stations in town. So if you're a Minneapolis person, like you can call and request it.
Yes, get those
Yeah,
requests in.
that's old fashioned. Pick up your phone.
I know. I love that. Oh my gosh, yes. Call us up.
Yes.
Request it.
Yes.
What
Yes.
you know, it's April. What else is happening in your world? I mean, I feel like you have a lot going on already, but
Yeah.
things
I've got things are moving.
yeah.
So, I mean, the things, like if you follow me on Facebook or YouTube, I'm part of the songwriting group. So I put out a new song that might be the worst song I've ever written or the best. Who knows? I'm going to release it no matter what. And that's just like a song a video that I'll put out through the end of May. That's every other week. And then there's Hey, I Miss You. And there's a couple live streams in April. I've got one on April 10th with Vicki Emerson and Annie Fitzgerald. That'll be really fun. And then I've got one on April 30th with Vicki Emerson and Jillian Ray. That will be really fun. So those will be good. And then there are just a tiny amount of like outdoor live shows coming up. But my dream this summer is really to play backyards. So if someone's interested and has a nice backyard, we don't have to talk about bathrooms. Just let me know. I feel like that was like one of the things I really loved last summer is we're always like, oh, I gotta have the big crowd. You want to like pack the place, right? And suddenly that wasn't the thing anymore. So it was like actually just singing for these like 25 people was amazing. Like, guys, I got to look at each face and like really taking the magic of that. So that's what the summer, that plus chasing I have 2 hooligans that have been showering this whole time. So we'll see. We'll see how clean they are.
That's a work in itself. Wow. Well, very exciting. I'm thrilled to hear that there are some live shows, in-person shows, intimate concert space, outdoor space.
Yeah.
And some fun live streams.
Yes, very fun. I like live streaming with friends. It's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks so much for putting music out during this time. It's, one of the things that's helped me get through. So I appreciate every artist who's been doing that. I know this was not an easy time for any of you as a musician, and what a tough time. I mean, right?
Yes, it's weird. It's hard. And also, yes, I mean, writing songs was totally part of my like sanity piece, right? Like that was like a mental health necessity, as my husband would tell me anytime I would get like really crabby. He's like, you have not written in a while. And I was like, thank you for knowing me. Take the kids. I'll write a song.
Good system there. But, oh, wow. Well, Sarah, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming on the show. Check out the EP Between Here and There. Hey, I Miss You on YouTube. You can find all kinds of toilet tunes it's on YouTube too, right?
Oh my gosh, you could go. There's my son in his robe, like I told you, by the way. Oh, it's my daughter. Just kidding. Scoochie. Yes, you could spend a lot of hours watching me in my bathroom on YouTube. It's a true story. Okay. But I'm just singing the whole time. Though, let it be known that if I were to like put out a YouTube video that's like how to flush a toilet, my channel would have like so many subscribers. Have you ever done that on YouTube? Like there are videos out there with the most silly titles and they're like 2 million views. And I'm like, why am I being honest that this is about music? I should totally just like how to flush a toilet and get like 2 million views.
Start your video that way, flushing, and then start the music.
It's glamorous.
Well, that's
Thank you so much, Krista. This has been a joy.
Oh my gosh. Same here. This has been a blast. I can't believe we talked about bathrooms so much. Thanks for working with me while I was laughing so much talking about this, but this was so fun.